Today I will be positioning the patient in bed, and so what I would start with is checking healthcare providers' orders, and then I would perform hand hygiene, walk into the room, provide for patient privacy. I would introduce myself to the patient. Hi, I'm Erin, I'm going to be your nurse today. And then I would ask for 2 patient identifiers, such as what is your name and your date of birth. Then we're going to start with Fowler's position as the first position. So I would raise the head of the bed 45 degrees, but since we're in a bedroom, we can't really do that. And then I'll put a pillow under the patient's head. Okay, and then I'll put a pillow under each of the patient's arms. Perfect. And on the other side. And then I'll put a pillow under the patient's thighs. Lift your legs. Perfect. And then I'll put a small rolled pillow under the patient's calves. And a small rolled pillow or sandbag at the patient's feet to keep the feet flexed. And this is Fowler's position. Next we're going to do supine position, so we're going to remove all of this. Perfect, and start from the beginning. For this one, we're going to lay completely flat down, and we're going to start by, or if it's needed, we're going to put a pillow under the lumbar region or at the shoulders of the patient, and then we're going to put a pillow under each of the arms again. Make sure the arms are in a pronated position. Perfect. Okay, and then we'll put sandbags at the side of the body or at the side of the thighs, like so. And then we'll put sandbag at the end of the feet as well. Perfect. And then we'll put rolled towels in each of the patient's hands, like so. Can you grab that? And also on the other side. Okay, and then that was our third position. That was supine, right? Yes, supine. And so then we're going to start with our third position, which is the 30-degree lateral one. So I'm going to take all of this from the patient. Okay, we're going to start with the patient laying flat. I'll come over to this side of the bed. Have the patient come towards me since I'm rolling her the opposite way. So I'll have you face me. I'm going to remove this pillow as well. We'll start by moving the upper trunk. I'll get under her shoulder, move the upper trunk. And I'll get under her back, move the lower trunk. Okay, have her face in this direction still. Okay, and then I'm going to have you flex your knee and then turn towards me. Perfect. Okay, and then I'll put a pillow under the patient's head. Lift your head. Perfect, and then I'll take my hand under her shoulder, pull it out a bit so I'm getting that 30 degrees. And I'll put a pillow behind the patient's back. This would be a rolled pillow to support. And then I'll put a pillow under the patient's arm as well. Perfect. Okay, and then for the second part, I will take my hand under the patient's hip, again achieving that 30-degree angle. I'll pull her hip out and then put a pillow between the legs. Make sure her legs are slightly flexed. Perfect. And she's got that 30-degree angle. And then we'll put sandbags at the end of her feet. Perfect. And now we're going to move on to the last position, which is Sim's position. So we're going to start by removing all these pillows again. Again, I'm going to have her start on her back, on the opposite side of the bed, then, yeah, on the opposite side of the bed, then I'm rolling her. So I would remove the pillow from her head. I would have her tuck her arm against her body, keep her knee flexed of your knee, and help her roll towards this side. Perfect. Okay, and then I would put a pillow under the head. And then a pillow under her arm. And a pillow between her legs. And make sure that she's laying mostly on her stomach. And then I'll put the, where'd they go? Little sandbags at the end of her feet to keep them in flex position. And then I'll make sure, after I put her in whatever position she needs to be in, I'll make sure the call light is within reach, tidy up her room, throw away used supplies. I will throw away my gloves, perform hand hygiene, and I will document the procedure.